can I tell the story about the Frog Prince. Once upon a time, there lived a very beautiful princess. One day, while walking in the forest, she found a lovely water spring. There was a single rose floating on it. And the water was so pleasant that she stopped to rest there for a while. She started playing with her favorite toy, a beautiful golden ball. While playing with it, she tossed it very high, and the golden ball rose high up and came down fast. But the princess couldn't catch it, and so it fell on the ground, rolled, and then went into the spring. The princess searched, but the spring began deep. She couldn't find her golden ball, so she started crying for her lost ball, saying, "Oh dear, I can give away all my dresses and ornaments and very fine things and ornaments and every fine thing I have if only someone finds my lost golden ball." There lived a frog in the spring who heard the princess, and out he came and said, "Lovely princess, why do you shed your tears? I can help you." Seeing him, the sad princess angrily said, "Go away, you dirty frog. My golden ball has fallen inside the spring, and I want it back. I give all my fine pearls and gold in return to whoever finds the ball, but you can be of no use to me." But the frog said, "Oh princess, what use do I have for your pearls? I want to live with you in your palace, eat with you from your plate, and also sleep with you. But you have to love me in return." The princess was surprised to see a talking frog and thought, "Oh, this strange frog may be able to find my ball. Surely cannot live without the spring water. So what harm will be there if I promise him my love in return?" So she said to the frog, "As you wish, but first bring my golden ball." Hearing this, the frog jumped into the spring and brought her lost golden ball. Seeing her favorite ball, the princess was so happy that she forgot even to thank the frog and ran to her palace with the golden ball. The frog shouted, "Princess, you must keep your promise. Let me also come along with you." But ungrateful, the princess didn't stop for the frog. The next day, while she was having her dinner, she heard a strange noise that was slowly coming towards her. Then there was a gentle knock on her door. Soon enough, a soft voice said, "Oh, lovely princess, It's your charming lover who had found your ball. Did you forget your promise by the spring yesterday? Hearing these words, the princess opened the door, but seeing the frog, she shut it fast. She had forgotten about the frog and her promise. But her father, the king, asked her, "What happened, princess? Why are you so worried? Who is at the door? Why don't you let him in?" At this, the princess said, "Dear father, there is a strange frog outside who can talk. He found my lost golden ball, and in return he wants to live with me in this palace. I have had thought he would do that. So I promised him, and now he had come here. What do I do?" Again the frog knocked on the door, saying, "Dear princess, what takes you so long? Open the door and let your sweetheart come in. You must keep your promise." Hearing this, the good king said, "Dear daughter, you should always think before promising anything. But now you have to keep your words to the frog. Go bring him in." So the frog was welcomed inside to the palace, and he jumped from one room to another. Tap, rap, squish, quack. Soon it reached the princess and said, "Dear princess, do please let me sit next to you. Lift me." Just as the princess did that, the frog said, "Now let me eat from your golden plate." So the princess did as she was told. After the frog had eaten its fill, he said, "I'm feeling sleepy. Princess, take me to your bed." And the princess had to take the frog to her bed and let him sleep on her pillow. All night long the frog slept on the princess' bed. When the morning, he cooked up and ran away from the palace. When the princess found out this, she became very happy. She thought, "Good, that ugly frog has left. I hope he will not come back again. Perhaps he likes his swing water better than my bed." But that night again he heard a tap, rap, swish, swap. It was again the strange frog knocking on the door. He said, "Princess, my sweetheart, please let me in. Remember your promise by the spring." So the princess had to open the door and let the frog eat with her and sleep on her pillow. But again the next morning the frog ran away from the palace. He came back again that night and slept in the palace. A strange thing happened. The very next morning, after getting up from her sleep, instead of the ugly frog, the princess saw the most handsome young man standing in her room by her bed and looking at her with lovely eyes. He told her, "Lovely princess, do not be surprised. I am a prince." It was a wiggly fairy who cast a spell on me and turned me into a lovely frog. She had said, "Unless some beautiful princess takes me out of my spring and lets me eat and sleep, stay with her inside her palace for 3 nights, I would remain a frog all my life. Beautiful princess, you have broken my curse and given me new life as a prince. I want to marry you and take you to my kingdom, and I will always love you. So I will so please marry me. Hearing this, the princess was surprised but also happy and said, "Oh yes, the Prince Charming, I will surely marry you." And then a bright carriage came up, which was drawn by 8 strong horses. The horses had a golden harness and golden of bright feathers decorating them. And the prince's loyal servant was riding at the back. So the beautiful princess and the frog prince said goodbye to the prince's father and rode on the carriage to the prince's kingdom. There they lived happily ever after.